Hello, Brobs. No, this isn't a seance, Brob. This is a book collecting expose. As you can see, I purchased the new table to go along with Mi Loro Mundo, the fascination. And you can see Jupiter, the paper moon, Mars, Venus, where Laura was born, and then other fine entrapments, whatever, that I purchased at estate sale since yesterday. Normally I don't go to, is that thunder? Normally I don't go to Thursday morning sales, but I saw these books in the preview, especially, where is it? Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Minus the cover, Cat Astrology, and I'm like, I've got to go for Cat Astrology. How to choose, feed, play with, mate, know, and love your... Wait, you're going to mate with your cat, or is that mate your kitten? The cuddler is a Taurus, also known as the galumphing gourmet. A Taurus hates pedestals and would rather be snuggled in your lap. That's all you need to know. I am a cat. And this is my furry face. Satanic. Whoa, kitty. Yeah, so this book, no cover. Would have been great if it had a cover, but... And I actually looked for the cover. Book wasn't worth that much anyway. This one I didn't look up. The Haunting on Hill House by Shirley Jackson. But it could be worth $5-10. Probably not. Brilliant. Gives you the shivers and shakes. I can vouch for the fact that this is no book to read yourself to sleep with in a lonely house. A super deluxe ghost story will make a reader wonder after he turns off the light if he really is alone in the dark room. Doubtfully, but where's another book? Oh, it's under there. And oddly enough, I bought 13 books at the sale without even knowing it. This book I had put back, grabbed again because I'm like, whatever. They're probably giving shit away free because there were so many books inside this teacher's home. I believe her name was Jean Keyshower. She definitely lived at 31650 Granada in Livonia. Who's it from? Westboro Drive, Plymouth Township. I know it's a little remembrance card for somebody who has departed, which is why I got it. There's Jesus. Frankie A. Detloff, born December 24th, 1967, died August 22nd, 1978. Wonder if this is one of her students. Pretty sad if it was. Frankie Detloff. I shall have to look him up. Didn't know it was a baby. That saddens me, but what can you do? I also got two little placards. Horoscope placards. Virgo and Leo. I also have Taurus, Gemini, and another one. Maybe Aquarius. So now I have 5 in this set. It's only taken me about 5 years to accumulate both. And oddly enough, the other ones I bought was in a house in Livonia, of all places. Subliminal seduction. Are you being sexually aroused by this picture? No, I'm not. See if there's any other pictures to arouse you. Break out the frosty bottle. Muses. Blends, bourbons, Canadians. None of the show is. No, none of this shit. Anyways, that book's probably worth $30. At least it regularly sells for about 30 on eBay. Ditto with this. So, Salem's Children, A Heritage of Horror, rises, stalks, and kills. I imagine that this was put out after the hubbub about Stephen King's Salem's Lot. More powerful than Rosemary's Baby. I bet it is. The thing that's powerful about it is that it's worth about $30. Ditto with this one. I paid $12 for everything. That was $5. Wait, figure 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 13, 17 things were $7. So about 50 cents a piece I paid for all this stuff. This was purchased at a different estate sale yesterday. Mastering Witchcraft, a practical guide for witches, warlocks, and covens. Seeing as I consult with witches and distribute my paper, check that out, flower packets going on them to the witch store exclusively. Although one time this one lady just went up there and grabbed some and took them to her own store, and she's like, hey, I was trying to help you. I was like, yeah, well, it's not really helping when I'm distributing them at one store and guiding people to it, all 3 readers, and then you take them and put them at your store that nobody fucking knows where it's at. You get a bigger readership. Well, I can also get a bigger readership if you don't read it. Go away. Cats by Brenda Barham. A golden book. Quiz Me. Look at this motherfucker. It's like a bat. Ferocious kittens in the wild. A series for young readers. Virgo by Sidney Omar's. Sidney Omar's astrological I can't even fucking speak. Because I got up too early and I didn't eat fucking breakfast till late, so now I'm all stuttering. Sidney Omar's astrological revelations about you, Virgo. And I'm assuming that Virgo and Leo were the parts of her life. I don't know if this lady has died. It's weird that she was a teacher, apparently. But, obviously old school teacher. And a lot of her newer books that she bought were Bill O'Reilly and what's her name? Ann Coulter, of all people. So that was fucking hilarious. Speaking of what's his name? Bill O'Reilly, I have 4 of his Killing series books, which one little addendum I can add to this is that at the main store I go to, and I think it's Canton Salvation Army, someone always defaces the Bill O'Reilly books. Mind you, I don't particularly like Bill O'Reilly that much either, but I don't give a fuck who it is. You don't rip a book up. I mean, if you want to burn it, that's different. For like heat, burning it for censorship, not cool. But if you burn it because you're cold in the winter, that's cool. I've done it before. Lucky Star Dream Book by Professor Kanji. Watch! $7.25. Most of these books are worth a minimum of $10, which is not why I went to get them. I went to get them to fill these fucking shelves to the brims. Actually, I have a revolving bookcase upstairs that is full of paranormal, occultish stuff. This is probably the apex of the collection, the Satanist. It's got this little insert in the middle, the Encyclopedia of Witchcraft and Demonology. Take either one of these encyclopedias of the supernatural for only 10 cents. This is a great fold out. I love it. The Zolars. Witchcraft, demon worship, astrology, psychic power, prophecy, the tarot, and countless other secrets of the occult. All child's play. But interesting nonetheless. Book's probably worth $30 as well. Same with this one, although this is not in very good shape. The Satanist by Dennis Wheatley. The author of The Satanist has steeped himself in the ancient basis of the occult through extensive research and by actual contact with those who today perform the secret art. Wheatley has become one of the few writers qualified to describe the rites of the occult, the black mass, how Satanists snare recruits, how they blackmail the unwary, the acts of appalling blasphemy, and the bizarre sexual rituals performed in their secret temples. The Satanist, an ex-Nazi, prepares a full Reich. Haile Lucifer is the new Fuhrer. A man becomes the victim of a ceremonial murder in the devil's temple. A cabaret girl sacrifices her soul in a debauching black mass. A gripping novel of black magic in the modern world by the internationally acclaimed master of terror. Ah! Don't miss Dennis Wheatley's The Devil Rides Out. All poppycock. But what are you going to do? Solar's Dreams in Your Horoscope. This is actually a great back cover, if it would focus. The Unpublished Facts of Life by the Rosicrucians. I like that spider web. I'm going to put that in my newspaper at some point. Just blotch out this and put this in there for art, graphic art. And last book is By His Own Might, The Battles of Beowulf. Dorothy Hodsford. Drawings by Laszlo Machule. Nice clean copy. I don't think I've ever read Beowulf through. I believe I have a copy of Beowulf somewhere around here. Seamus Haney's. Maybe I don't. Maybe I got rid of it. But this, I think, has block cuts. Yeah, those nice block cuts. I don't even know what the fuck Beowulf's about. The Cowtail Switch. That ain't it, buddy. From the young reader in the hero worship stage, and for those boys and girls who demand vigorous action, there are few stories more satisfying than that of Beowulf, the great Geat warrior, whose mighty battles with the monster Grendel and his fierce mother have echoed through literature for more than 1,000 years. The story of his battles, his long and peaceful reign as a good and just king, and at last his fatal fight with the dragon in defense of his people is here retold with beauty, dignity, and simplicity. Maybe I'll read this. Maybe I won't. There's got to be at least one more good block cut somewhere. There we go. There's Beowulf. 1947. I think it was a reprint though, 68, so still 50 some years. 55 years old. I think that's all, buddy. Yeah. Peace.